Hey everybody, it's Amanda Vandenelson with Racer On Demand. Today I am here at ERX and we're interviewing Chase Gerer. Go ahead, Chase, tell us a little bit about yourself. Hold on, that's loud. The joys of being at the
live from the pits here at ERX.
Right, yes. All right, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, where you came from.
Yeah, I'm Chase Gerer, driver of the number 24 Pro Buggy. First year in the class, third year here with Champ Off-Road. Only run a part-time season last 2 years and this season, but have raced off-road one variety or another for 12 years. Come from the great state of Montana and started out in the local series over there, slowly built up from there, and kind of gradually progressed the program into what it is today. So grew up on farm and ranch, learned to work on vehicles there. Just looking forward to a fun season. So.
What are your goals and everything for your season this year, and then just kind of for your career overall?
Yeah, this season is very much a learning year. So first year with the Pro Buggy, learning the car, it's back to something that all the way is in the rear. I've used some rear wheel drive, but the way you have to pitch these into the corners, it's a really aggressive, really fun driving style. So just kind of putting what we can into the car, get it up and running, try to get reliable for this season.
Yeah.
Learn the techniques to really get around the track, hit the lines that we need to, and try to improve the car throughout this next year and throughout the off season. Try to get a little bit more testing in for next year and come at it hard for next year. So
yeah, awesome. So we did something a little bit different. We had the fans give you questions. So I've got our Facebook and Instagram pages up here with all of the questions. I'm going to start out with the one that I submitted, which is, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Favorite dinosaur? I'm going to go with a Velociraptor.
Ooh.
Fast dinosaur. Fits with the racing.
Right,
So that,
okay.
So.
Yeah, ferocious, right? Would you describe your racing style as ferocious?
I'd say it's calculated for the most part.
Okay, that fits.
Yeah, get a bit more aggressive when you need to. So.
All right. Let's see. Zach says, do you plan on racing the doubleheader in September for BGM?
Yeah, so the BGM series is the local series that I kind of came from back in Montana. I don't know what the plan is for this year. If I can get the car all re-prepped, there's a chance. Maybe a chance of actually bringing the Pro Buggy, do an exhibition over there. I think that might be cool to see. So
that'd be cool.
If schedule allows, I'd love to make it back over there.
That's awesome. All right, Jake wonders, do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say a sandwich. It has to have both pieces fully separate. Kind of similar like a taco, a hot dog. It's connected on one side. Can you call it a sandwich? I don't know.
So a hot dog is actually a taco, is what you're telling me.
We'll go with that. Sure. We can just start more arguments in the comments. Let's see what happens. So.
All right, this one brings it back to racing. Christy wants to know, what is it like to start a racing program when it's just you and a trailer?
Yeah, so this program, and especially this year, went to Lena. It's just myself, my open car trailer, run the show. Thankfully, making more connections with the series. It's an awesome community, but obviously it's a challenge. But you learn a ton going through the sport, and it's trial and error. Doing it yourself, you learn everything to do with the program. Build up from there. So it's difficult, it's worth the challenge, and then just slowly build connections with whoever you can. Get help out, as we've all had over many of these race weekends. So it's an awesome challenge.
When I first met you, it was Anago 2 years ago, and I remember I was like, wait, this dude drove out from Montana with a car on a trailer, and that's it. I'm like, we're gonna make sure he does all right.
So always appreciate the help. So
of course. All right, Corey says, what's the largest animal you could fight with your bare hands and win?
And win? Oh, and win. Got it. I'd say if I could catch a deer for whatever reason, I'd go with that. Okay. I don't know. This isn't exactly a realistic situation, so I can take on a deer.
Yeah, I read that and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I can barely defend myself against my house cat.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oof. Deer's a good answer, I guess. Get their legs, right?
Take them out the legs.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan has 2 questions for you.
All right.
Says, first off, who was your best spotter? Loaded question.
Yeah, Ryan Mottinger was my spotter my rookie year. Very experienced guy, helps out a lot of guys throughout Vatican here. Awesome guy. I can't say I've had a bad spotter. Thankfully, everyone's been really helpful.
Yes.
So I can't pick favorites.
Yeah. I think
Ryan's
he was maybe
awesome.
digging
Ryan's
for
awesome,
something
but
there.
yeah.
But realistically, he wants to know, how was your experience going to Italy for the FIA Rally Star program?
Yeah, so that was a really awesome experience. So I went and competed in Italy this last year for a program called FIA Rally Star. So this was a program put on by the FIA, so the governing body of international motorsports, essentially. And they had basically a global talent search for stage rally. So with that, we could all kind of qualify through some continents. They had kind of some in-person events, like some slalom courses, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Others, they had some online competitions, so more through a simulator. I was one of only 2 from the U.S. that qualified in. So 2 of us got to represent Team USA.
Sure.
So they took everyone from all those different continents, and we had continental finals. Ours ended up getting moved to Italy, so it was all of North America and all of South America competing in Italy for this competition. So we competed in cross karts in Maggiore, Italy. You could actually see the Alps just to the north of us. It's an amazing venue.
Oh my god.
So yeah, competed on a rallycross track there. Got to compete with 40 of North and South America's best and brightest kind of up and coming racers, and yeah, once in a lifetime experience. That was my first time overseas as well. So
Oh man,
really cool experience.
That sounds so cool. So cool. All right, Sarah wants to know, how many dogs do you have? How much do you love dogs, and do you take dogs with you?
Absolutely love dogs. Unfortunately, I'm in an apartment right now. I don't have one with me. Once I can get in the yard, I'm definitely getting a dog. I grew up with dogs. I'm very partial to our border collies and Aussies, good old cow dogs. So.
All right, so what are the superstitions and rituals that you take seriously on race day? And is Taco Bell a no-no on race day?
Yeah, Taco Bell's definitely a no-no on race day. I'd say, for me, pretty much any time, Taco Bell's not happening. But as far as pre-race rituals, that sort of thing, I honestly don't have, really, as far as superstitions, anything like that. Typically just try to get plenty of water to drink beforehand, and I usually can't eat a lot on race days.
Yeah.
So usually just kind of keep it light, keep hydrated, just stay cool, calm, focused heading into staging. And we get to sit there for a little while. It might take a little nap while we're waiting. But
you're a sleeper?
I almost, every now and again, I've almost dozed off up there. But yeah, just whatever it takes to keep calm and relaxed heading into the race.
Yeah. Do you get really nervous?
It's kind of gone down this year for whatever reason. Even helping in a new class, my nerves have kind of gone away more so than previous years. So we've been through this a few times now, even though it hasn't been necessarily the season I was hoping for. Still go out there, do the best you can. Go from there.
Awesome. So Crazy Ale on Instagram wants to know, how and when does your racing fever start?
Racing, I feel like that's year round. I don't know that stops when you're a racer, honestly. But as soon as, at least here up north, as soon as the snow is starting to melt, I'm like, okay, when it's going to clear up, when can I hit a track? I need to get out there. That sort of thing. Car's been sitting in the shop all winter. I need to get it out. So I guess it's as soon as the snow melts here for us. But honestly, I won't get behind the wheel of anything year round if I could.
Yeah, and it sounds
ends.
like with the sim racing you can.
A little bit, yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Sounds like you do some iRacing. So what have you learned on iRacing that you can translate to the real world?
Yeah, so iRacing is a really good tool to be able to use in the off season, especially up north here where it's just constantly snowing. So being able to use that in the off season, it's really good. One, to just get used to the mindset of, okay, just getting your head down, pushing and making sure that you can manage a car throughout a race, figure out strategy, be used to run against other high-level competitors. There's a lot of talent that gets to race on there. And there's a lot of other fellow racers that also use that within the off-season. So it's been cool to use that. I've actually gotten to meet a lot of people even before coming to the racetrack this season.
Yeah.
Some of them come out to watch, cheer me on. Some I've gotten to race against prior to racing here. So it's an amazing tool to just kind of hone your skills in the off-season, even though it's maybe not going to be completely real-world accurate. It's as close as you can get in the off-season, and a very cost-effective way to do that.
That's true. You know, it's funny that you say it's like, I would have pictured, okay, I'm getting seat time. But the fact that you bring up, like, building relationships with people via this, like, that's just something that I wouldn't have thought of. So that's a really interesting takeaway.
Yeah, it's all a community, whether it's here at the track with this off-road series or the community on iRacing.
Yeah.
Everyone's there to kind of help each other out, and we're all doing it for the love of the sport.
Yeah. Our last question before we wrap up. This one also came from Instagram. If money, rules, and logic were no factor, what motor would you put in your Pro Buggy?
If I could, I'd love to see what a rotary would do in one of those. I'd say the sound, these things sound pretty decent. I think it could go up a notch. I'd love to hear these screaming around the track sound like an F1 car or something like that. As far as the logic side, I don't know how those would do in one of those.
That's why we discounted.
We'll throw that out the window. I'd love to see like some crazy, let's say we throw 400 horsepower in one of these.
Yes.
And just have them scream.
Right.
I'd love to see what that would do.
You got like a 3-rotor in there.
Let's see what it'd do.
Right.
I think it'd be entertaining.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, to indulge our fans with their crazy questions, and to deal with the noise and the rain and all of the camera fun that we've had while we're recording this. But I really do appreciate, first off, you coming to chat with us, but also you just sharing yourself with our fans. You know, that's what really Racer on Demand is all about. It's about building those meaningful connections, making ways for fans to really get to know you and be able to support you in meaningful ways too. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to, or always appreciate the opportunity to connect, and always enjoy seeing everyone here at the racetrack. So thank you guys for the questions, and hopefully see you guys at the track sometime soon.
Yeah, and where can they find you?
Yeah, you guys can find me on most social media channels, mostly on Instagram at CGERER. Unfortunately, my last name's a little hard to pronounce it, so I'll spell it out. So follow me there to stay up to date, along with CG Motorsports on Facebook.
Awesome. Thanks again, Chase.
All right, thank you.